Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to go through and do our daily technical analysis update of commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. If you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com. That's where I dive deeper into all of these topics and subjects, looking for potential investment opportunities and sharing them with the community there. We do have a special coupon code going on. Special is the coupon code. And you get 50% off the first month. You get a larger discount on the yearly membership if you'd like to switch to a yearly membership from the monthly. And we've got a Q&A session coming up this Saturday at 7 a.m. So let's dive in here, take a look, see what's going on. With the DXY, we are still squeezing inside of this little corner there. Do I have an idea of which direction it's going to go? Well, not really. We did enter this from the top side down. Well, kind of. You could say we entered it from over here, all the way up, coming up this way, and then consolidated. So looking at interest rates, looking at how the dollar is, my guess would be that we break to the upside because interest rates are looking quite strong. That would be my guess. Now, we've got support underneath us right here. So even if we were to fall out of this to the downside, there's support real close to us. So yeah, I mean, there it is right there. So I think with where the support's located and what interest rates are doing, I think the dollar has a good chance of going higher. The 2-year yield up 1.61%, breaking above that resistance line. So we kind of dipped below it, and now we are here breaking higher, and that's going to put upside pressure on the dollar. The 10-year yield up 2%. Nice big move today, breaking out of that pattern. And then the 30-year also moving on up 1.73%. Looking strong across the board for yields to move higher. And that's going to put upside pressure on the dollar still. TYX TNX ratio. This ratio is inverted. Usually when you get the longer end of the curve going up more than the shorter end, this will invert. It is not a tailwind behind gold, is what I use this for. Tailwind, and if it goes down, no tailwind. TLT bond prices are lower. We've pulled on back here. It's gapping all over the place. We've got gap here, here, here. There's gaps everywhere, all over this thing. They're just gapping all over the place. But down on bond prices, the 20-year bond prices. 2 and 10, we did uninvert the yield curve just a little bit. And we're hanging around that 1% area right there. When this dives down, like a big move, that is generally when there's a problem in the markets. We've got gold down $8 an ounce, just small little red candlesticks. I think we're going higher. Higher is what I see. Those aren't any reversal candlesticks. They're just two little small guys. And I think we could go on up. Silver up 1.2%, putting in a bullish engulfing. This looks pretty good. I think we're going to rip. I think silver is going to rip. Let me say that again. Silver's going to rip. It's going to rip, and it's going to rip. It is ready to rip. It wants to rip. It's going to rip. It's going to follow gold higher, and I think this looks really, really good. Platinum also looking pretty good. We're at that 1050-ish mark almost. We're right underneath. Well, technically, we can hug this up. Technically, we've broken out. If we hug up on the closing prices. Does it matter? No, it doesn't really matter. It's going to go up no matter what. I mean, that's kind of my take on it. It deals with where we are in the cost curve. It deals with supply-demand fundamentals. It deals with interest rates and inflation. It deals with platinum doing well under what I think the market condition is coming. Platinum's going to do well. It's going to outperform gold. And I think silver and platinum could run together, which it did today. And then palladium down a little bit. This still looks really good. That is just a flag pattern ready to work its way on up. So that looks really good. Not a ton of selling pressure there. I like how we advance in the big green candlesticks and then just slowly leak off the sellers here. for a move higher. That looks really good. GDX up 1.7, GDXJ up 1.7, and SILJ up 3.2. When I look at GDXJ, just to show you, I mean, this thing looks fantastic, guys. This thing's ready to rip. It's breaking away from resistance. Now, I've got this line in here. A lot of people, they want things to be drawn perfect and whatever. It's just a line. The volume of trading is underneath us. There's probably a buttload of volume through this area through here. Because there's a bunch of trading that went through on in that area. So your volume candlestick is going to be big there. If we were to put like volume, and then the volume is going to decline as you go up. So that resistance is going to be less and less as we break through this. This looks fantastic. I mean, this is going to rip. It's going to rip. GDX is already on its way. That's got the big flag pattern. You know, this flag pattern, keep in mind, this guy here, that's what uranium's doing. Gold leads, silver follows, platinum and oil, they're all going to come after, they'll come soon. So GDX, you can see that this is already broken out to the upside. It's going to rip here. It's going to rip. And so is GDXJ. And SILJ is further behind it. So I wouldn't get too worried about this. This is going to be a launching pad or a big move higher. It's just behind gold. So patience, patience, patience. XAU to gold ratio, we are at ridiculously stupid cheap prices. This is where people can make a lot of money, is when you buy at these levels and you're ultra patient for the market condition to play out. So gold, silver mining companies, we were up today against gold. 1.82% is what I'm seeing there. I think this is going to go. I think it's going to go up. And I think people are going to be surprised by it. A lot of the companies that we're already in on the website, they're already going up. There are a few laggards that we are still picking up on the website. So if you want to join, you can always see what those are. And we can talk about them this weekend, Saturday, which is recorded and uploaded to the website when that does occur, even if you can't attend it. But we'll talk about all this. Crude oil down 2.76. We're back to that support region, right where we've got support going across and going horizontal. A little bit bigger selling pressure day. Now, we are pretty undervalued in relationship to the commercial inventory levels. So I do expect this to go up at some point. February is the weakest. I think it's the weakest month of the year for oil prices, but we're getting through it. And then TTF gas down a little bit, doing a little bit of a retest move today. Testing that horizontal support zone going across here. I think this will rip too. I think this is going to unleash at some point. I don't know if it's going to be the springtime, but it'll unleash at some point and move on up. And natural gas in America up 1.08%. Lots of small little candlesticks here. Can't say that's a bullish looking formation, but we are underneath resistance here that we're going to try to break through at some point. Boy, XOP, yeah, you know me, down 3.3%. You fail me. You fail me. There it is. It's still above support. We're about ping-ponging between resistance and support, and we've been ping-ponging back and forth, creating the pattern before hopefully a potential breakout here, spring, summer of 2025 maybe. And then OIH down 2%, also lower with oil. It's still hanging out. It's holding on in that circle there. We do have a bullish engulfing and a bearish engulfing right back to back to each other. This could still do a spill lower down here if it wanted to. It's still possible. Newcastle coal futures up 0.66 with a little bullish engulfing. Looks good to go higher. And I think this is right at support, so we'll see if that support holds. We've got Sprott Physical Uranium Trust up slightly, 0.23%. But again, we've got the pattern, and I think it's going to bottom here soon. I think it's going to bottom soon. It's going to go up, and it's going to leave all the bearish uranium guys in the dust. Uranium futures pricing, there we are, breaking a little bit lower today, 0.81% lower, but it's still in a bullish formation. We've got URA up 1.19%. It looks okay. It's holding on. We've got URNM up 0.5% or so, and URNJ up 1.22. It's holding on at this time. We'll see if we get any dips or if we're going to get some rips. Um, I'm kind of just waiting. I might buy it down here if we get a dip. If I miss it, I already own a bunch, so no big deal. Copper up 2%, right up against resistance. This thing's ready to rippy here. I should probably close it on the. It's probably more like this. It's coming on out on the closing prices on a monthly candlestick. If we close the month out strong, this will be a breakout. We've also got the strong bottom end coming up on us too, so it looks pretty good. I think we're going to see a big run in copper soon. Well, not soon. We're in it. We should say we're in it. COPX up 1% as well. That looks good to go higher. On a monthly candlestick, it's a bullish engulfing, ready to move on up, and I'm sure it will follow whatever copper does. So this looks like a good entry point for COPX. Iron ore moving higher. Well, down today, but moving higher. It looks good to work its way on up. It's broken the downtrend. Everything looks really good in iron ore. Aluminum still at resistance. We are calming on the resistance, so we're not getting as much selling pressure. Selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure, and is this all we got? Going to go up on higher is what I think is going to occur. We've got nickel down slightly, but it's working. It's trying to get off this bottom here and move its way on up. We're seeing progress in copper and iron ore. I don't see why nickel wouldn't follow with them. Move down 1%. We're in that stupid pattern, this big boy pattern here, that pattern. We've got a breakout, boom, and a retest. This is where I like to purchase, is on the retest. Emerging markets up 0.53%, and this is probably going to roll higher. That's with a solid dollar. I mean, it was sideways. KRE down 2.34%, probably from interest rates. We got TAN down. TAN just likes going down now. It's doing like this squeeze little pattern there. There's another one. I'll put that there. Lithium up 3%. I like lithium here. I think this looks good. This is a bullish engulfing here and here. I think this is going to be a bottom. It's going to work its way on up. We can look at some of the lithium companies on the website this weekend if you guys want. I think rare earth metals look good down here. This is like a very low entry point here, 40 bucks. We got the double bottom there. We did a little bit of a breakout here. And then it's just pulled back, pulled back, pulled back. But, you know, if we get any sort of problem with oil, I mean, I don't see how we don't dive bomb into batteries and all sorts of stuff. I think rare earth metals could be pretty valuable under that scenario, and same with lithium. Baltic Dry Index down 1%. You can see it over here. There it is, that little red candlestick. But this looks like it's trying to bottom. We'll see if we can get some movement higher. I think this is a good opportunity if your guys are looking for Baltic Dry Index. This is really, really cheap. We can go over the companies I like. We can go over the whole sector if you'd like this weekend. XHB, it's holding on. It's down 1.4% with a upward momentum candlestick. So it gapped lower in the morning and came back up. But it's not great looking because we've got a rising wedge here that we've broken to the downside on. Obviously, I don't like seeing that. Russell 2000 down 0.87% today. We've got SPX down a little bit, but holding on. And then the NASDAQ was sideways and still holding on for dear life up here. SMCI up 2%. It's probably going to work its way on up. We've broken through this flaggage pattern. We've got NVIDIA down 1.25 on support. We'll see if that holds. We've got Bitcoin up a little bit. It's still holding at this time, moving sideways. I'd say if you start to break through this, oh my goodness. How about this? We start breaking through that, then you might have to worry, but we're above it. Ethereum up 3.5%, looking like it's trying to make a comeback here if it can. And then MicroStrategy up 2.3, and it's got this big maybe consolidation that's going to happen here. And then maybe they print a bunch of money. Maybe they just go ballistic goose on print money. Usually you get kind of this pattern before it goes higher, so maybe that's what it's doing. And then the VIX is down a little bit since the S&P was basically sideways, so it's just chopping sideways at the moment. But that's what I've got for today, guys. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website. Website special. Coupon code still active. 50% off the first month. Larger discount on the yearly membership. We got a 7 a.m. question and answer session coming up on Saturday this weekend. I think that what we should do, if you guys agree, is go over a lot of the companies, my approach, and we can talk about position sizing. I can even have a lot of the members that are attending give some of their picks too. We can start looking at them. But that's what we got, and we'll catch you next time.